Check it out, guys. Welcome back to Lolo Creates. My name is Lauren and this is my channel. I make bullet journal videos, DIYs, hand lettering tutorials, pretty much anything in the artsy creative realm. So if you like those types of videos, click the subscribe button down below and I would love to have you part of the family. Today I am setting up my bullet journal for January 2020. I decided to do a Polaroid theme or instant camera theme because I love photos, I love Polaroids, I love instant cameras. I actually am starting an old vintage Polaroid collection, so I have a few of my own and I just love them. I've done a theme with Polaroids before, but I decided to redo it because I have some more ideas and I think it's completely a different theme. So I do have some other ideas if you need some more inspiration. I will link that video right here. So without further ado, let's get started.
Starting off the cover page, I decided to draw an Instax Mini 9 or 8 style camera, and I just added in some details. They're pretty much all circles and easy shapes to draw. And then around that, I decided to draw mini Polaroids as well as mini Polaroid one-step style cameras. Inside all of the Polaroid frames, I left more space on the bottom than on the top, like in a Polaroid where you would have a place to write something. I also drew a Polaroid coming out of the top of the middle camera, and I'm going to put the title on the Polaroid. If you notice, I'm not using a ruler, but I think that it just adds to the effect of a hand-drawn journal. If you don't, you can use one if you want, but if I make a mistake, it's harder to see if I don't use a ruler, so that's another benefit to not using a ruler. On the other side of the page, I drew some string lights with some clipped-on Polaroids. Then I took my Tombow dual brush pens and my Kelly Creates pen and colored in the stripes on the Polaroids. I will leave all these pens down below so you can see exactly what colors and where I got my pens. I'm also coloring in the fronts of the Polaroids with my gray pen. And I'm adding some extra depth with a black Tombow. And then as you can see, I colored in my Instax blue, but I wanted to make it purple, and then I decided black. Then I wrote the title inside of that Polaroid, and I wrote January playlist on the left. I also used my Posca pen for some cleanup. For the monthly calendar spread, I decided to draw a big calendar with 5x5 boxes. I wanted to make this a big square instead of my free-floating boxes, and I also didn't bother to make it the shape of a calendar, so there's empty boxes at the top. On the right side of the page, I drew two Polaroid frames, and I'm going to use this for YouTube and Instagram. You can use these for to-do lists or habit trackers. I don't really use habit trackers because I don't remember to fill them out, so you can use them if you like them. And then on the top, I decided to draw some string lights with Polaroids again. On the right side of the page, I drew the colored stripes for Polaroid. I did get some inspiration off of Pinterest, I believe, for this one. I took my Tombow Funusuke hard tip and wrote January 2021. And I finally filled in the days of the week. First weekly spread, I drew some boxes that were 11x16. And then I drew a little Polaroid frame inside of them. So again, you want to make the bottom a little bit thicker than the sides. So the sides and the top were around 1 box wide and the bottom was 2. Again, it doesn't have to be perfect because you're not using a ruler and it adds some character to the spread. I drew an Instax on the corner. I should have drawn a Polaroid popping out, but I forgot, and I just did January in my varying the base technique up top. And then I colored in the side with gray, and I thought this looked a little bit better than the front page, and filled in the days of the week. For the next spread, I'm doing a horizontal layout. All of these boxes for this horizontal style are 12 by 19, and then the top ones and bottom ones have an extra gap because of the bottom. I drew instant mini 9s as well as the instant Polaroid frames and the 1-steps all around the sides, trying to rotate them and add some character to the spread. To tell you the truth, some of these Polaroids do not look perfect, but since I'm not using a ruler, you can't tell. I colored in the stripes as well as writing the days of the week using my varying the base technique and my Tombow Funusuke hard tip. On the next page, I drew 6 squares, and each of these were a Polaroid. I added the little fold for a Polaroid because I've seen this around with sticky notes, and I thought this was really cute. So each of these are around 12 by 12 boxes, and each one will be for the day of the week, and the weekend will share one. I did this because I wanted a quote page on the right side, and I added Polaroids with the different folds on them, as well as the Polaroid cameras and instant mini 9s. Basically, I did the same technique where everything's rotated. Then I filled in the days of the week. And I also wrote shake it like a Polaroid picture using my varying the base technique. Fun fact, you're not actually supposed to shake Polaroids, but Outkast made it popular in the song, and Polaroid had to come out and say, no, you're not supposed to do that. And then I took my Tombows and I colored in the stripes. I also colored in the gray areas of the Polaroids as well as the instant mini 9s. For the next weekly spread, I decided to draw the Polaroid camera up in the corner, kind of at a tilt. And then I drew these boxes that were 9 by 18, and I alternated where they started on the page. And then I went back in and drew some Polaroids, each with the little bent corner. I rotated them at different angles, so I thought it would add a little bit of extra character. And then I went back in and colored in the Polaroid. And I wrote the days of the week and the dates inside of the Polaroids. I thought this was actually really cute. Honestly, this might be my favorite layout out of all of the layouts I did. I wrote January up top in my foligraphy font, so I thickened the downstrokes because I didn't think they were thick enough, and I added the little 2021 underneath. And here's a final flip through of all my spreads. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. If you got some inspiration, let me know down below, and let me know which one was your favorite spread. I would love to see you on my Instagram at Lolo_creates. Subscribe to my channel and watch this video. Bye guys, see you next time.